Psalm 23 is one of the more famous psalms. It's written by David the king. This was the same David who took down Goliath with a slingshot and some smooth stones. David was now king, but he was also a musician and liked to write poems and songs. This particular song is about God being his shepherd king. Keep in mind that David used to be a shepherd. He remembers how he led and cared for a herd of sheep. At first thought, a king and a shepherd are very different. When I think about a king, I think of a royal crown, a large castle, servants, large fancy meals, and a beautiful queen. When I think of a shepherd, I think of a servant who walks in the fields with tragedy old clothes and a small bag lunch. There is also something that a shepherd and a king have in common too. They both take care of something. A king is supposed to look after and protect the kingdom of people under him. And a shepherd looks after and protects his herd of sheep. A king might have fancier stuff than a shepherd, but they both have an important job. David might compare God to a shepherd because sometimes when we think of kings, we think of someone snobby who think he is way more important than us and he couldn't possibly know each person in his kingdom. A shepherd, on the other hand, seems like a regular person that works hard and takes care and loves each of his sheep. We wouldn't be afraid to talk to a shepherd and would just be ourselves around him. David knows that God isn't like the kings on earth, so he compares him to a loving shepherd, taking care of his people, so we can get a better picture of what God is like. I thought about sheep and how they completely rely on the shepherd for food, shelter, and safety. Just like we need to rely on God. Kids, you might think that your parents provide all this for you, but your parents rely and trust in God to give them a job, money, and blessings, so they can give you what you need. Another important point is that sheep don't know as much as a shepherd. If you really think about it, sheep are pretty dumb compared to a shepherd. Compared to God, we don't know too much either. God knows our future. He made us and the whole world. The first part of the song, David talks about God being his shepherd and he is the sheep. The shepherd makes sure his sheep has everything he needs, like nice green grass and clean water. God gives him peace and rest because he can trust him. God keeps him on the good path. Even when there is rough times, he doesn't have to be afraid. God is always with him, and he can make him feel better when he needs it. David ends by saying that he will continually be blessed by God with lots of goodness and love, and he is looking forward to living with God forever. God is our shepherd king. We are his sheep. God is guiding us, protecting us, and he loves us. We don't know as much as God does, so we have to trust Him. Amen. Can you read with me? The Lord is my shepherd. I shall not be in want. He makes me lie down in green pasture and leads me beside still waters. He revives my soul and guides me along right pathways for His name's sake. Though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I shall fear no evil, for You are with me. Your rod and Your staff, they comfort me. You spread a table before me in the presence of those who trouble me. You have anointed my head with oil, and my cup is running over. Surely Your goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life, and will dwell in the house of the Lord forever. Hi kids, memorizing the Bible can change your life. Hi kids, Jaden Kutti has memorized the verse and sent it to us. Can we see? Before, don't forget to share and subscribe our channel. God bless you.
Hello friends, it's memory verse time. Let's call for a helper. 3, 2, 1.
Hello friends, it's memory verse time. Open your Bibles to Nehemiah chapter 8 verse 10. Do not sorrow, for the joy of the Lord is your strength.
One more time friends.
Do not sorrow, for the joy of the Lord is your strength.